¿Qué botón era? Ah, con el triángulo. ¿Me estoy sangrando? Ah, bueno, que se muera. Ah, claro, porque guardé la primera vez nada más. Sí, sí, claro. No sé muy bien a dónde tengo que ir, la verdad.
Development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Ah, y por cierto, ya coloqué los subtítulos. Está medio extraño. Y es que los subtítulos se quitan cada vez que sales de la partida. Ay. Si antes llegué más rápido. Digo, más lejos. Vale, vamos a hacerlo ya con... Es que no quiero usar las armas, ¿verdad? Pero supongo que no hay otra opción. Ah, ¿qué es ese botón? Cada vez que vuelves a entrar al juego, hay que volver a activar los subtítulos. No sé muy bien por qué, eso me parece que está mal hecho, pero bueno. Vamos, hola y muy buenos días, se lo había olvidado. Soy Ian Mackey y este es un capítulo más de esta wea, ¿cómo se llama? De Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear Solid 2, perdón. Porque Metal Gear 2 es otro juego. Ahora la pregunta es, ¿qué tengo que hacer?
The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
Funciona para mí. Y por aquí había uno que también me vio antes.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
¿Pero quién? Ah, vale, ya vi que fue. Es que ni siquiera estaba... Es que ni siquiera estaba viendo hacia mí. Por eso fue que la primera vez que llegas aquí me espantó. No me lo esperaba. Pero veo que supongo que hará ruido cuando camino, ¿no? Y por eso escucha y se voltea y me ve. Yo supongo, la verdad es que no lo sé. No lo sé en realidad.
The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up.
Ah, claro, por eso también me ve el otro. Porque esa como placa de metal ha de sonar seguramente.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat.
Ah, sí, suena, claro.
And it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
La pregunta es quién me vio.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
¿Y si hago esto?
The shift in the balance of
¿Funcionó?
power will mean a new The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
Rayos. ¿Perdí?
Some say that the strategic
vale.
carriers will be reduced.
Qué tontería, ¿no? ¿Por qué hicieron eso?
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
Medio. Vale. Desde ahí. Ah, esta parte no va. Pero si es lo mismo que el anterior, ¿no? ¿No va a soltar?
Snake, respond. Snake.
Desde ahí. Vale, gracias. Konami. Jamás creí que diría algo así.
Play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by
¿Cómo hago esta parte?
the Opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a
Ya no
lot
tengo
of
que ir.
pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
Vaya, tenía que intentarlo. Tenía que intentarlo. Es que, o sea, no me parece buena idea dispararle. Sí.
Snake, respond. Snake, Snake.
No sé yo, o sea, yo no creo que sea buena idea dispararle. Está ahí, o sea, lo van a escuchar dormirse y lo van a mandar a matar. Prácticamente.
We, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
Bueno, en realidad da igual quién, o sea,
Some say that the strategic importance
¿qué hago
of
aquí?
aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from
Vale,
American
sí,
players.
hay que ir intercalando.
But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that.
Tampoco sé a dónde estoy yendo en
Ours
realidad.
is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the
Si hago por aquí me van a ver,
of
¿no?
nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting. It is a fact.
O sea, recuerdo algo de una cámara, de que tengo que conseguir unas fotos, o sea, que tengo que llegar hasta el Metal Gear, pero, o sea, no sé cómo llegar hasta el Metal Gear.
This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease, rest a little.
What? ¿No iba a descansar? Vale, ya están descansando.
To move on, I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war.
Ah,
As a
claro.
father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex.
No sé qué hacer, no sé qué hacer, o sea, sé que tengo que conseguir fotos,
Amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex. It can
pero si hago por aquí me van a ver, ¿no?
underwater, move in undetected and make its landing
O sea, no
on
manches,
any
¿cómo no me pueden,
shoreline.
cómo no? Obviamente, o sea, están todos viéndose la pantalla.
Snake, what's wrong? Snake, Snake.
A ver, el hecho de que el checkpoint esté en este lugar significa que está bien avanzar. La pregunta es hacia dónde tengo que ir ahora,
Play a central role in its military affairs.
porque yo no sé. O se refiere a que tengo que tomar fotos del Metal Gear de ahí.
Aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray.
Es que no entiendo qué tengo que hacer. Yo creo que ese es el problema.
Navy is an undeniable fact.
O sea, que tomo fotos de esto.
Pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air.
¿Con qué botón se toma fotos? Un poco tarde, creo.
But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think.
Fenómeno paranormal. Ah, porque salió una como cosa extraña, ¿no?
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a
Oh,
soldier,
vale, vale.
I know
No había fijado que aquí tenía... Que eso tenía un hueco.
you must be Terrence. Let's do a little stretching, shall we?
No, 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 no.
Left.
Sí, 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 sí. Arriba. ¿Cómo que arriba?
Left.
Ah, vale, la mirada, la mirada.
Right. Down. Front.
Me van a ver, me van a ver, me van a ver, me van a ver.
Down.
Ah, vale. Puedo esconderme aquí.
Front.
A ver, párate, 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 párate.
Getting back to the topic at hand.
¿Y
Metal
aquí qué
Gear
hago?
Ray is amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex.
¿Eso ya lo habías dicho? Creo que las fotos lo hice mal.
You're
Por
all
cierto.
familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
Vale. Ya llegamos, por fin.
Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard.
Ah, se me está grabando,
All
¿no?
to think about what that means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development.
Sinceramente no sé muy bien qué estoy
It
haciendo.
cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add
Ah, mira,
fuel
lo
to the
encontré.
uncontrolled fire
¿Con qué botón era? ¿Cuadrado?
proliferation.
Good. Good.
I seem to be repeating myself.
Así es.
Your old age.
Hace rato que me di cuenta.
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The
Uy, uy, casi
official
me ve.
reason given did not, of course,
O no sé
include
si
the
casi me vea o no,
development
pero...
of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear
¿Con
warheads.
qué botón es? Este.
But even
Del
you
frente me
have
dijo.
admitted
Del costado.
Good.
¿Y de atrás también? No, no me acuerdo. Me pidió 3 nada más, ¿no? ¿Y dónde está la cámara?
The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory
Por si acaso voy a
effort
tirar
taken
más
against
fotos.
the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense.
Good.
Oh, creo que sobreescribí. Quita los subtítulos, por favor.
This theory is
Creo que
correct.
sobreescribí.
Means that there was a
Ah, los
calculated
subtítulos no me dejan ver.
intent to cash in on this
Creo que
opportunity.
sobreescribí la de...
Specific interests within the
La que
military
tenía lo de los
industrial
Marines.
complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind.
Esa no me la pidieron, aparentemente.
The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian
Ah,
roulette
esa es la
game. The Metal
cosa que
Gear
tenía que presionar, ¿no? Me falta una todavía, ¿no? Porque creo que se sobreescribió por accidente. Ajá, 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 ajá. Ahí está. Qué padre está esto, sinceramente.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag.
Derecha.
Okay, what am I seeing now? This is
Ah, no
great.
se borró.
The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Menos mal, porque creí que se había borrado. Me pidió tres o me pidió
The
cuatro, no se me
next
olvidó.
one's... It's almost right, but not quite. We can't use this.
La del frente, ¿no?
The next one's... Ah, don't send me creepy stuff like this. What if I get possessed or something? Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again? So, what's the last one gonna be? You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
Vale, ya estás. Gracias por decírmelo. A veces me gustaba mucho más que me lo dijeran rápido. Pero, bueno. Hola, chicos. Sonrían para la foto, porfa.
Good.
Cottage industry and nuclear weapons since late last century.
Lo puedo saltar todo eso, ¿no? Para que sea más rápido. Subiendo información.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. The first image is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up.
¿Qué hago?
Forget the photos and get out of there now.
Ok, ¿alguna idea de cómo salir? ¿O tengo que...?
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Rain. That is all. Dismissed.
Vale, está scripteado para que se acabe justamente ahora. Yo me creo que habrán transcrito toda esta cinemática. Todo el discurso de este tipo, alguien seguramente ya lo transcribió y lo tenemos en alguna página o en alguna wiki de Metal Gear. ¿Quién está planeando?
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid? Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker! Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Pues vaya. Voy a escribirla para la primera. Así voy a ir una y una, por si acaso. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevamos? Media hora. De pura cinemática prácticamente. Pues así es este juego en realidad. No es como si... Los científicos han llevado a cabo miles de cálculos para crear la bomba atómica y terminar con sus consecuencias. Las bombas atómicas son productos de la Segunda Guerra Mundial, productos que nacieron al mismo tiempo. La era de la información, exhibición sobre la gente de la información, la mejor de ver, pero bueno. Ok, algo de que la bomba atómica es mala.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The President?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the President and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Vale. Supongo que terminó el prólogo. Ya estamos en el juego verdadero, ¿no? El juego completo. Pero este no es Snake, ¿no? Porque tiene, o sea, tiene cabello blanco atrás. Y la voz es diferente. Puso cambiar el nombre, su nombre código de Snake a Raiden. Pues bueno, está bien. Yo no tengo ningún problema, realmente me da igual. Vamos a ver si hay algo aquí. ¿Y qué pasó? O sea, ¿y qué onda? Entiendo que terminó ay, bueno, cierto, que tengo esa máscara. Entiendo que terminó el prólogo y todo eso, pero ¿qué pasó con Snake? O sea, ¿se ahogó? ¿No se ahogó? Me pareció que alguien estaba moviendo al otro lado de la puerta.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Grlukovich man.
Grlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
¿Qué son así? ¿No puedo golpear? Ah, no, sí es con círculo. De hecho es más ágil que Snake. Será más joven, supongo. Su voz suena más joven. También.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Vale. Tenemos mapa. Pero ya encontramos. Muy tarde, señor. Estoy haciendo lo del nodo. ¿Qué es esto? Esto es información mía, ¿no? Entiendo. Nombre código. Los voy a poner ahí porque me cae bien ese señor. Ese es el mes, ¿verdad? Perdón por el sonido. Sé que es súper molesto. Sí sale, qué padre. Sinceramente creí que no saldría, México. No sé muy bien por qué, pero creí que no saldría. ¿Otra vez esto? Pero si esto ya lo había hecho antes, ¿no? Así está bien.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Ahora no es un buen momento.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Vale, esto es transparente. No lo pensé bien. Empezamos bien. Empezamos bien. Ya, pues mátenme. Total, quería guardar la partida aquí, así que... Fiu. Hostia, que hace volteretas. Hostia. Me gustaron sus acciones evasivas.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack!
Si pongo exit no va a rezar. Vale, no me reza. Si hace que está scriptada esta parte, supongo.
Enemy fire! Secure the perimeter!
Pero sí saben que no fui yo, ¿verdad? O sea, no es por nada, pero no tengo mucho lugar donde esconderme ahora que hay dos tíos de esos. ¿Cómo se voltea para acá? Venga, pero escóndete. ¿Con qué botón era para...? Ah, ya, qué manda. Es que no es por nada, pero no hay mucho donde esconderme aquí. No sé si me entenderán. Vámonos ya. No hay mucho lugar donde esconderme.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Vale, pasaron 2 años desde entonces. Entiendo.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the President?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Vale, pero vamos a dejarlo realmente aquí. Yo lo siento mucho, de verdad, pero estamos ya a buen recaudo para terminar con esto por ahora. ¿Se va a dar la partida? Desde aquí, ¿no?
What's up, Jack?
Y vamos a el mismo. Eso fue todo por hoy. Nos vemos la semana que viene con más de Metal Gear Solid 2. Y eso, hasta la próxima.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay. I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.